and welcome to the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe, sponsored by Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. I'm Kimberly Hubscheid, your host and the creator of the Facebook community, Entrepreneurs Rocket Fuel. It's a community by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, helping entrepreneurs and experts get their business to the next level. Come join the community at www.entrepreneursrocketfuel.com/Facebook and join the conversation. Today, I'm going to interview Viktoriia. Viktoriia is an expert on time management for entrepreneurs and helping them stay on purpose. Viktoriia, welcome to the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe.
Hi, I'm very, very glad to be here. Thank you for inviting.
My pleasure. Super glad to have you here. Before we get started, I know a little of your background, but our audience does not. So share with us a little bit about how you became an entrepreneur and an expert in time management and being on purpose.
Yes, absolutely. I grew up in Russia, so we get off the questions of the accent, and I grew up very poor, and my family was not having enough, finance. And I remember just like stealing that money from my parents when I was 6 and hiding them, excited and thinking, okay, I'm going to save that money. And by the time I grow up, I will help my parents they will multiply, and I will help my parents to get out of the poverty. But my mom cut me that. My dream broke into pieces. And I felt so ashamed and embarrassed that I had to do that. And now that she cut me up, and I decided at this moment, I gotta make my money. Like, I have to make money and be independent and, have a financial wealth. So by the time I was 24 years old, I was living an extravagant life in New York City, working for a billionaire, helping them on their life organization and management and really time management. But I was so unfulfilled, and I felt like I was just depressed and having anxiety. And New York City is such a fast-paced town, and I remember was sitting, in an apartment for a month at the worst and not even going out. And I just asked the universe, I was like, what I'm not doing right? Like what everything, like everybody say, the whole society, all my friends, you got to make money, you got to like live in a great house, like you got to have a boyfriend. Like I had it all, but I was so unfulfilled. And what I heard I was off purpose. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to find that purpose. And I remember by the time, like while I was searching for my life purpose, I was missing the entire purpose of life. And it took me another year, and to just get really to the point where I moved to California. I earned my certifications in health and wellness just to cure myself. And now I'm sharing that with others as well. And brain, body kinesiology, the whole mindset. And I realized that the time management, it's what I'm really good at. And in our company, Purposeful Day, we believe that if you find that purpose today and start from today, your life become automatically purposeful. And that's what helped me exactly. It's when I created my to-do list, I got out of the depression. I started to just live by one day. And that's why I'm sharing this with others.
Fantastic. So you plan your one day today because that's what we have access to today, right? The now, the present. And then by changing what you decide you're going to work on today, you actually change your future. Is that your methodology?
Yes, well, our approach is very holistic, and that's why I have like holistic health coaching certification. Don't do health coaching, I do business coaching, but I do very holistic way because I find that women and men do a lot of mistakes in terms of like the number one mistake. First of all, they're running business of business, and it's just always busy. And there's a divine time actually for everything, and it's marked in our birthday. So our birthday, it's like a exact, the metric for what we get to do today. And that's what the approach is. It's a little bit more complicated to explain it here, but there is a 9-day system, and it's 9 cycle system. It's not 9-day system, but it's like 9 cycle. And once you start to work with me, I count that, and we know exactly where you at in life, and you don't rush anymore. Like, exactly to the month, to the date, when it's going to be successful to do sales call, when it's going to be successful to start a new project, when it's going to be great to just go and travel and take a day off or the months off. And it's just amazing how much that structure gives you freedom.
Wow, I love it. It's a spiritual approach to time management and being on purpose.
Yes, there's a lot of logical approaches, but I think when we combine spirituality and logicality and like groundness here, right, we have a lot of tactics on how to prioritize your task, and it's all more logical, but an approach like how to really outline your business and not run every day like in this to do, I have to do. I call that projects. It's just like you get to do your projects, and just like even changing mindset, a lot of them also, it's based on our mindset. And once you really comes from the place like what I get to do today, what is the number one thing I can do today to make this day purposeful, your life become automatically purposeful. You feel so great at the end of the day. You're winning the day.
I love it. That makes me feel inspired just listening to you. I like it a lot. When people come to you, where are they usually stuck? What are they usually stuck with? What are they having difficulties with?
Yeah. Usually they're stuck with like a lot of open projects. They're just energy scattered. They're like everywhere. Like I'm doing this and I'm doing this, and I don't have like this structure. I'm like really good at strategizing and really systemizing and creating automations. So you can take that day off. And so you can have those 3 hours with the kids, or you can have that day and the trip with your friends, because you know that this is the right time. It just gives you that, like really freedom. And once you really prioritizing, and first you just get off all like this open projects, open to-dos that you get to. And some people even have like this 2 years ago, I wanted to do this. And when I tell them, okay, write it, everything you have, like everything your mind could possibly remember you want to get done. And it's just crazy. Sometimes it's like, oh, I wanted to do this for a year.
And now they're finally being able to do it. Fantastic, because it's the right timing for them.
You gotta really understand what's important, and really, get somebody help you to that, like, projection on like, okay, here we're going. Like maybe this, it's not important anymore. And you consciously like actually saying it like, okay, this is not important for me to like anymore. Like I'm taking this a little bit later. So your brain not like retaining that thought and taking energy from yourself. So you are having that energy now to actually get stuff done.
I love it.
It's just a lot of open. The answer for your question, what is the number 2 mistake? That will be number 2. They're having a lot of open projects, a lot of to-dos.
And that just drains your energy because there's too many open loops and not enough finished. Yeah, yes. I think that's definitely a chemical in the brain that checks off. Like when things get checked off, you feed your brain with good chemicals, I think. All right, very good. Thank you so much for sharing with us today. If people want to work with you directly and find out more about your programs, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yes, they can contact me at Viktoriia@purposefulday.com or www.purposefulday.com.
All right, great. And that's Viktoriia. It's Viktoriia. Viktoriia, is that correct?
Yes, that is double I and that is a K, and it is my name in the passport. And Purposeful Day, it's a purposeful double L day. So it's a purposeful day. It's also with a double L.
Perfect. So it's purpose, PURPOSEFULLDAY.com. All right, perfect. Viktoriia, thanks so much for being here with us today. I definitely appreciate you taking the time out of your schedule to hang out with us. Before I let you go, any final words for our crew?
Yes, just find that purpose, focus on one day. Find that purpose on 2 days, and just live it through. Just pick one thing and your life become automatically purposeful. Thank you.
I like it. That gives us a lot of hope. All right, folks, I'm Kimberly Hobscheid with the Entrepreneur Experts Cafe. Super glad to have had Viktoriia here with us today. We have another one up next, so stay tuned. Cheers.